All right, man. We live, bro. What's up? Welcome back to LJJ Line Cur. I am Larry Johnson Jr., the one and only. Who says that? That's Lavelle Crawford. It's the one and only. Right now, bro, I'm just chilling like a villain willing to make a million. That's all I'm on. Chilling like a villain willing to make a million. Doing my thing, man. Doing my thing, I be doing my thing. Doing my thing, I be doing my thing. Doing my thing. Hey, how many people know that? Y'all gotta excuse me for a second. I'm trying to pull this joke up. Pull up my channel so I can see what's cracking. I'm live now. We live. All type of songs pop up in my head while I'm doing my thing. So let me see if I can hear myself. Yep. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I'm popping through. We popping through like a panty liner on a nice woman that's dining. That don't even make sense. But anyway, bro, this video right here might be too late. It might be too late for those that want to be great, but I hope that this information stays with you for a very long time so that you can remember that you don't have to work for nobody. Okay, let's get into it. First thing, take the gum out. Now, we're finna talk about the winter fund and how it works and the magic that it does and what happens to it, what's real. Now, anybody that's been following this channel know for one fact, I believe in living life free. I'm not the type of individual that's going to clock in and then, hey, I'm a lawn care provider at a job. Yeah. Nah, bro. I'm the type of individual that will not ever clock in. Now, last year, I tried to put in an application, but being 100% real, I did not apply myself. I didn't apply myself to the best of my ability, and I'm just keeping it 100% real with y'all. I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. The reason why is because deep inside, I didn't really want to work for this company, regardless of anything. Who do you work for? I work for LJJ Line Cur. So you telling me you're LJJ Line Cur, you're Larry Johnson Jr., and you're putting in an application to work for this company, this specific company. Like, come on now, bro. That ain't how it works. That's not how it goes. What's your reference? Yeah, I've been doing line care for 5 years. Before that, I was a parking enforcement officer. Okay, yeah, I can tell that you really don't want this job. Like, yeah, it was just supposed to be a social experiment for me to see if I still can do it again. Now, let's be real. 9 to 5ers, bro. Let's be 100% real. I respect the man that works the gig, that does what he do. I think that's important for people to know. I don't want that to be something that slide right by folk. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. I'm not knocking nobody for what they do. You punch that clock, bro. That's your business. That's what you do. You feel like that's how you gonna make it. You are into whatever you're into. Around these parts, man, it's about strictly staying away from putting your energy, your efforts, your stuff into somebody else's business. Period. Hands down. No ifs, ands, and buts, no excuses. No, I'm trying to do this for this and all that stuff. That's just being 100% real. Is this thing steady sliding down? This is weird. Steady coming back to it. I wonder what's cracking. Is it high enough? Am I good? Let's see what's cracking. This is weird. So anyway, I think it is. Look, let me see. Trying to see. Yeah, it's sliding. This mug is sliding. This is weird, bro. Why won't it stay up there? What is going on? Hater, hater, hater. Why are you doing this to me? You know that I must live life free. Indeed, why? Anyway, bro, let's get to it. So, if you punching clocks, and that's what you do, meaning that you really are a 9-to-5 worker and you hustling lawn care, then let it be that. This thing's slowly going down. And there shouldn't be a problem with that, but bro, don't you want to actually be free? The time that you spending being told what to do, how to clock in, when to clock in, where to clock in, when to have a lunch, when to stop, when to take a break. Ain't that getting old? Don't you want to do your own thing and dictate your life how you want it to be? See, the older a man gets, the more mature he becomes in things. Let me know if I'm wrong. Now, the only reason why I had to quit my 9-to-5, I'm gonna be real, because I got to the point where I didn't want to be told what to do. It gotten old to me, bro. It's gotten old to me. I mastered the job, and it was becoming a thing of the past, bro. It was becoming a thing of the past. So what do? You start something new. This is a weird thing right here, bro. Seriously, this is weird. But it's all good. This is how I feel, man. The winter fund. You have to know the budget, bro. You have to know, forget about budget. You have to know your overhead. Meaning you need to know how much money it takes for you to be off, to preserve your whole lifestyle, to preserve how you live, bro. And even when it comes to the point where you finna start up, you need to at least probably have another payment that can cover your bills again. Meaning that if you're gonna take the route of I'm full-time and I don't work nowhere part-time, you know what I'm saying? Somebody will say they're full-time this, they're part-time this, but I do lawn care halfway. And they're straddling the fence, bro. They're straddling the fence, and it's time to stop doing that. Stop straddling the fence. Either go full-time or go punch that clock and do what you do, bro. You know, you can, and please know, my philosophy, as long as you're happy and you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? My ideals and concepts and philosophies is strictly for me. I live a peaceful life. I'm happy. I enjoy what I do. And I'm not boastful and bragging on nothing. I just live my life to how I want to do things, bro. That's how it is. Now, for those that have questions about the winter fund, how does it work? Okay, because I've been asked this question. What do you do over the winter time? How do you do your thing? So look at the winter fund as payments to pay things up. I feel like a fool will be upset or say something foul about, oh, he paid his bill in advance. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. If a person can pay his bills up for a whole year, what's the problem with that? What do you do with your money anyway? Where is your money going anyway, bro? That's my question. I know it's like, man, but I could do this. It don't make a difference, because there's a situation going on in all men life. We have to pay these bills. I don't care what nobody say. What's the problem with paying your bills in advance? What's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. Period. That's how they feel. Like a womp situation is transpiring. Nah, bro. When you pay that bill, you don't have to worry about it, right? So this is what I do. Come December, I didn't pay December, January, February, and I can't go no further because some of my bills, like my car note, my truck note, my mortgage, they won't let me go over 3 months. Now, interestingly kept that it's like, hey, man, because the truth of the matter is they win when you don't pay. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game go. I know that sounds crazy, but they got things in line. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I didn't put 20% down on this home when I got a first time homes buyer situation. And I'm paying what's it called? A mortgage insurance. So if I miss, they getting the payment anyway, and it's going to go on my credit that I missed the monthly. But guess what? I learned after your credit has been sustained and you've been doing good with your situation, you can actually call the company and ask them to let a month or two slide. Like, can I miss this month and this month? Please, I'm having hard times. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind long as you call and let them know. You know, that, I mean, I don't know if this happened to everybody, but this is with my situation. See, sometimes you have to, like I was instructing a lot of people during last year, I was saying, because I was trying to figure it out, how in the world, you know what I'm saying, does this work? That some people don't have no worries. And I figured it out. The worries go away when you be able to call the lender and tell them, because you have established a great relationship with them, good rapport. You have a good history, a credit history, you good. Hey, I need a month or two off where I can miss a couple of months. Now, that don't mean that according to the agreement, they may not increase, but your interest, there's interest steady tacked on to that. So that means that you probably that means that instead of your thing that you paying on be off, you know, you paid off in a month, you're going to be a month behind. A month, you know, it's going to be 2 months. They say if I didn't pay my house note for 2 months, I let them know, hey, I'm going through a hardship. I need this situation to be paused for a moment. Can you please help me out on that? Yeah, sure. All right, cool. Can I have 2 months or 3 months? Yeah, you can have 2 or 3 months. That's cool. That just means that your loan payment, your payment is going to be a little longer. You know what I'm saying? So that means that you got the months that you missed, you got those additional months. Your bill could have been paid off, like I could have had been done with my truck note in November 2020, let's say 2029. But now it ain't going to be done until January 2030. You get what I'm saying? Like that, a couple of months pushed back, bro. That's all I'm saying. So, man, mind you, your lifestyle, if you do decide to go full-blown, full-time and rely on yourself and really going all in on yourself and really just really, truly believing and having faith in all this good stuff in God, you know, that's when the good times roll. See, those 2 months that you was off, you could have had, for instance, been studying for your real estate license or anything like that. You could have been reading books and stuff like that and studying and better and investing in yourself for real. Instead of giving your time to someone else. See, anybody that's really thinking how I'm thinking, the objective is to no longer sell time, bro. If you still selling time, something's wrong. If you have this lawn care game down and you trust in your system and you trust in God, yet you still go punch a clock, something's wrong. That means that you really don't believe in your system. You either don't believe in God, you ain't trusting, you ain't sums up with this situation. Now, I have literally given all of the game concerning being off for the winter. and what you can do in the meantime. But again, let me cover this point, this basics, the basic. This is just basic. Know your overhead. If your overhead is $2,000 a month, meaning that you have $2,000 worth of bills, and I'm talking about inside these bills is where you live, maybe your truck note, your car note, whatever, student loan, whatever it is, bro. Those bills are covered. Bills that you have to pay with cash or debit that you can't use with credit. And you want to try to stay away from that too. So these three bills are more. There's more. There's lights, gas, trash, sewer, water. You know, those bills that cover your life for real. I'm talking about every ramification aspect of your existence. Where these bills, every bill, you need to know it all. And then you got to include your food bill. You know what I'm saying? Unless you going out hunting every day, capturing you some food and fishing. That's a bill, bro. You need that too. You need that bill. You also need a freaking you need your bill for your you might want to buy things and stuff like that. Now, this might sound crazy as I'm adding all this stuff in here. I'm talking about your lifestyle should not decrease. How you was living before you took off, that money need to be there so that you can keep living that way, bro. Period. Now, those that observe the way of the ant, because that's what it's about, right? You tell me if an ant work in the wintertime, because I never known anything about ants working in the wintertime. You know, the Bible say observe the anthouse sluggard. You ain't supposed to have nobody over you at any time. The second that you come in to work with your head down and you punch that clock, somebody's over you, bro. I'm telling you, a human is over you. They're going to tell you how to move, when to eat, when to stop, when to go home, when to come back. They're ruling your life. So we have to stop this whole game of saying that, you know, we're really living life free and we got it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have nothing. What we got here? I don't agree with that statement. This is from T-Bones. I don't agree with that statement. Maybe guys wait for someone to punch the clock while building their business. Everyone's path is different. Doesn't mean one doesn't have faith. What's up, bro? Nothing much, bro. Nothing much. What's up with you? I'm glad you stopped in. Doesn't mean one has faith. Okay, so let's talk about it for a split second. How long you got, man? Stay with me for a minute. I believe, now I've said this, that every man live his life according to his happiness. Now, if you are happy to have someone over you, to have because if you, okay, let's say you the boss, you still have someone over you, even as if you running a shift. That person is going to ride you hard. There's a way of this happening. That person's going to ride you hard, tell you what to do and do all that stuff. And then you got to ride that, you got to ride the people that's under you. Now, the Bible says, see, because I'm strictly biblical. Oh, by the way, I looked up who you was talking about. Was it Boaz? I know who Boaz is. That name is not popped up. It's in the book of Ruth. I know about Boaz. He was a man. He was a man that owned some land. He wasn't as big he wasn't as big. He wasn't as rich as Solomon. If you Google, you'll find out that Solomon was the man, because God, even his whole experience, his whole point of life was to be living in excess so that he can give you, and he had wisdom inside him. He was giving you the game on what's going on, what's popping and what's popping. None of this stuff mean nothing. He had it all. People came from around the world to bring him gifts. God touched his heart and the just hearts. But anyway, boom. Boaz was not the richest man. He owned a field. And he had to get some of that. Remember in the story, something about Let's go. Let's go. Anyway, bro, in the story, you know how I go, man. You know what Boaz. That's in the book of Ruth. Old girl, husband died. She's staying with her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law said, go on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Go find you another man. Nah, I'm here with you. You're my mother and I'm with you. Boom. Went to the land. Went to this other foreign place. She said, I'm finna go wherever she went. I'm finna go over there in that land. And then they went there and she gave her daughter-in-law the game on how to get Boaz. You know what I'm saying? If you read the description of Boaz, you'll see he wasn't the richest man. He had some money, but he wasn't the richest. You know, let's be real. Anyway, let's go a little bit deeper as far as punching the clock. We can come up with all the excuses in the world about punching a clock. Let's be real. The truth of the matter, many punch the clock because they have to punch the clock. Nobody is willing going to just go to punch the clock and everything. Okay, because let me tell you how much time does this thing take. Now, are we not in the business of keeping our time to ourselves? Because if you read all these books of how to be rich and how to grow strong and how to grow rich, think rich and all this stuff, if you read all these things, you'll know that your time is not, our time is not for sale. I live that lifestyle. Point blank, literally, I'm one of the ones that literally don't believe in selling time. When I go out, I sell services, lawn care services. My stuff don't be built in time. Some people say, oh, well, you know, I'm here. I'm going to be there for an hour. So and I don't do all that. To get this thing done, this is how much it costs. This is how I feel like how much I deserve. I don't care about the time. This is how much it's going to be. Now, let's see. When you punch in this clock, bro, you had to get to that clock. How long did it take for you to get to that clock? Some people drive 30 minutes. So that's 30 minutes of your time to go and punch a clock. That 30 minutes of your time. Then you had to get up and get ready. That's another 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the individual. Then after you clock in, and you have to get there early, as a matter of fact, you have to be there early. Let's be real. We're talking about your time being dictated by an individual when the Bible says you don't want your riches, your work, your energy, your strength to be in somebody else's house. You're building somebody else's house. Me, I strictly believe in building my home and my home only. Period. No one else is home. No one else is home. So we got like an hour of your time in the day that you had to go. So now you took a shower, you got dressed, you woke up, you had to hit your alarm. You thinking about this. You had to set your alarm. You thinking about this place. You're always there. I don't have somewhere where I am full throttle where I'm at the time where I'm at. I'm totally present. Someone that punches a clock is not present at all. At all, bro. You could be having a conversation with them saying, yeah, man, I got to get ready and go to work. Oh, okay. Go half at it. Do your thing. Now, if someone doing lawn care and they are preaching and saying how much this is doing a good thing for them, why are they selling their time back to a 9-to-5 job? I don't know. We can think about, some people say I go to work because it helps me pay for my insurance. Okay, that's crazy. But to each his own. That's crazy. Your lawn care business couldn't do it for you? You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. I don't know. So let's move on. You clocked in. They tell you what to do, how to do it, where to be, where to go. They give you the instructions. Some people are micromanaged. Some people are going through, bro. There's people that talk down. They talk down to you. They beat you down. They do all kind of stuff. Or you could be the one that walk around there like, hey, how you doing? Smiling like this. Hey, what's up? Yeah, how you doing? Oh, the person cracking the joke, you laugh. You're doing all this laughing and all this stuff. And you're not really being yourself and expressing your truth with them. You're being fake. You're being fake. See, the second you clock in, you be fake. You're being what they tell you to be and what they want you to be. You have to read the rule book to get in. So you're under someone else's rulership, rules. You understand what I'm saying? You're under someone else's principles. I don't believe in breaking who I am, being under someone's principles and rulership as long as I'm in existence. When God gave me the wisdom and understanding and knowledge to know that I need to be the individual to not have someone over me, then that's what I focused my mind. I hyper intensively focused and made sure to design my system so that I don't have to have nobody over me. We talked about the debt. I already know. I didn't know that part. Going into debt, it's like they have. Hey, I gotta make that payment. The only time I'll be worried about, I ain't even worried because it's all paid up. The only time that I'll think of something is it the first? I gotta pay this bill. Is it I gotta pay this bill? You know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So boom. These people tell you when to clock in, where to go, what to do, how to do it. When they done, you go take you a lunch. You come back at this time. You go back, you do what you do, you finish a job, you clock out, you go drive back home, and that's a long time, bro. A long time that you've been gone. Then you go back home, and then you just eat. Maybe you'll get you some. Go to sleep. You have kids. You kiss them on their heads. Hey, how y'all doing? Go back to sleep. Wake up. Do it again, bro. Period. Being dictated in levels that some people don't even have time to pray. I don't know, bro. I don't know, because man must live his life at his own choice. Like, seriously. So that's why I don't punch in, because I feel like it's actually emasculating to punch in on the clock. I couldn't even hold my head. Let me tell you something. I was talking to people who I know about, hey man, I'm thinking about going to try to go work for someone. I mean, it's just, I didn't tell them this part, but I said, I want to put in a job. I want to put in to go work at this place over here or whatever, because I'm going to have some time off and they give me something to do. They fall out laughing because who you see, sometimes y'all get the real me on this camera. Then sometimes I'm trying to talk about a subject and go like, have everything pinpoint. But really, this is me. This is me. Anybody that knows me know that ain't no working for somebody ever again, bro. I'm too far gone. I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone, bro. I was supposed to be promoted. Before I left, I was actually designated to be promoted. No competition. The director literally came to me like, I want you to have this position. I was going to be second head of the company. And I said, I done started building my business. I'm going all in on this joke. This is what I'm going to do. He said, man, come on, man. You sure? He was talking to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm positive. I'm not finna do that, because then I'm going to have to give you my time. Not you, but I'm going to have to give this company my time, and I won't be honest. I'm not being honest, because right now I'm on the verge of breaking through the barrier of the matrix in order for me to live my life free. If you listen to my intro song, you will know it's about living life free, bro. That's a form of slavery, to come in and go be somewhere and have them dictate what you doing outside. See, there are some job policies where you can't be coming on the job drunk. Well, that's almost every job. You can't, that means you can't drink. They're telling you what to do. You can't smoke. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't wear their shirts when you're out. No, you can't do certain things, bro. I'm just being real. Anyway, let's see what's cracking. Let's see. Okay, so how much did you make last year, and how many yards you have on your schedule of as of right now? I ain't gonna lie. Gibson purchased the clock. Well, punches the clock in the winter, and he's already booked up. I'm just saying, bro. Slow and steady wins the race every time. I don't feel like I'm in a fast pace. Gibson punches the clock every winter. Okay, so look, that's what I'm talking about. So for me to punch a clock in the wintertime, and actually, so Gibson, he does line curve. Gibson does line curve. Okay. So is he a line curve provider? Is he a business owner, or is he a hustler? He hustles lawn care, but he's really the person that punches the clock. You see what I'm saying? I'm the real authentic person that's not punching no clocks. You get what I'm saying? It makes no sense for me to diverge how much I made last year. My lifestyle doesn't go down. What does it? And then this is another thing. A person that is speaking in the mannerism of the knowing should not purchase or punch a clock at all, because he should know to not is he not about, like the truth? Because I done heard Gibson speak a few times, and I heard some things where I agree with, but the only thing that I don't agree with is the mannerism of the vibe, the energy of when there's a judgment for people that punch clocks. See, you can't punch a clock and then say things bad about people that punch clocks. I don't have nothing bad about people that punch clocks at all, and I don't punch one. You get what I'm saying? It makes absolutely no sense. It don't matter about no wintertime situation. So he should make enough money. If he's full, he should make enough money where he don't have to go punch no clock. No excuses, no exceptions. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't that the point? Like, Gibson go to church. He's a Christian, and he's biblical. I believe this is what I heard him say before. You know what I'm saying? What I heard is that I heard him say the scripture of observe the anthill sluggard. I know. I'm like, Proverbs might be his favorite book. That's my favorite book. You get what I'm saying? I'm not judging the man on how he live and how his lifestyle is. If that's something that he's going to do, I respect, no disrespect to him. All I'm saying is my people that watch my channel, they're aiming to not have to punch the clock in. There's levels of freedom. See, wintertime, December, January, February, he's already full. His schedule, he's up and going. Okay, so that's 3 months. Do you know how many hours is in 3 months that he's going to give to somebody else? The energy, the spirit that he can be investing in himself. You get what I'm saying? The things that I'm not just talking about him, I'm talking about anybody. 3 months? That's a long time. If he's doing as good as he say he's doing, or as he's doing as good as me, or you, or anybody that's doing this, we ain't punching no clock, bro. We gonna rule our life how we want to rule our life, period. Let's see how many hours is that. Full time, 40 hours in a week, 5 days. Boom, 200 hours. Let's see, 40 hours in a week. I'm tripping, talking about some 5 days. Calculate 40 hours in a week times 4 weeks times 3 months. That can't be right. 480 hours, bro. That's a long time. That's too many hours. Just the idea that I've given somebody 480 hours is dark matter. That's dark matter on crack. I'm just telling you the truth. This is my truth. 40 hours in a week times 4 weeks times 3. That's 480 hours, bro. That ain't. Hold on. That can't be right, bro. It's probably more than that. Let's see. 5 days. 40 times. I'm going too far. Anyway, bro. That type of time, bro, 480 hours. Yeah, that's about right. That's too much time, bro. That's too much time. That's a lot of time when he could have had 480 hours of investing in himself. Do you know how powerful, like, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't lazy, like that energy he's using to give to someone else, or I'm not just forget about gifts that someone is taking to give to someone else during the wintertime, double down on themselves. Oh my gosh. And they family, their loved ones. Oh man. So yeah, I just disagree with that theory. It's not about punching in no clock, bro. It's about coming up out the clock. I don't care what nobody say, straight up. We could talk to our faces blue about that, but that's the whole point of this conversation. Not hitting that clock, no longer selling time, bro. We over here, LJJ Lawn Care, and everybody that be watching this channel, everybody that's doing what they doing and listening to me, they ain't trying to clock in no more, bro. And it's crazy if somebody got something to say about being off. That's crazy. Like, seriously, if somebody got something to say about being off for the 3 months. Now, I ain't off for 3 months. I'm only off for 2. If somebody got something to say about that, that's crazy. That's crazy. Who don't want to be off? Now, anyway, I got deviated right quick. So I was saying that we have them stealing our time and we're building up somebody else's company and all that type of stuff when we clock in, right? So when you're dealing with your winter fund, so we can know and we can squash this, like it's no conversation here. The winter fund reserves all your bills from January, February, and March. By April, you should be back on. You should be laced out. And if you full, like Gibson or anybody, you should even be better, bro. Come March, you should be straight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about no bills until May. March. April, I got the money for April. I can't pay it right now. So I ain't got to worry about no bills till May. What's the problem with that? Nothing. And I'm chilling. I ain't got to worry about no bill. And guess what? I still got some money if I want to buy things, if I want to do stuff. Whatever I want to do, I can do, bro. That's the type of life that you want. Period. I don't see the problem here. And yeah, the winter fund does decrease now. It decreases, but that's covering your lifestyle. It was going to decrease anyway, bro. It was going anyway. Where else do your money go to but bills and lifestyle? So yeah, let's go there. Let's see what's cracking. Dang, time is just you and me. Slow and steady wins. Are you booked up for summer? Can you answer that? Am I booked up? I haven't even looked at my schedule yet, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I haven't looked at my schedule. I haven't contacted nobody or anything. I'm finna make my calls Sunday, make my rounds. Being booked up, bro. Like when you say booked up, are you saying am I full? I can always take on more customers. That's me being 100% real with you. I'm not full, and I don't have a delusion of what it means to be full. I done been there, done that, bro. I know my balance. I know my just weight balance. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't know, I have things I can show and run you through the process of how I had nothing and how I got everything I got right now. And I could tell you about the debt that I have and when that's going to be paid off and how I'm living my life and all that stuff. And it still has nothing to do with booking up. That's the beginner's mindset, in my opinion. Like, oh, I'm full. I'm full up until I got everything. Nah, bro, I'm not full. I'm not going to lie to you. And nor do I love to be full. My ideal of full is different than everybody else's. Me is 40 customers a week. I'm only working 3 or 4 days a week. All Friday, Saturday, and Sunday still. Happy, living my life. It's about being able to live my life and be free. I only be working for about 5 hours. When I go out and cut 12, 13 yards. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get full last year because I'm so very picky with I gotta have the properties have to be designed to fit my system so that I can be in and out. If you watch my videos, I'm only there at the properties for about 15 to 17 minutes. I mean, 15 to 20 minutes. It's longer because I'm recording. If I wasn't recording, I'd be done. I'm talking while I'm cutting grass, y'all. Come on, bro. Like seriously. You know, and I guess the way you possibly be looking at it, T-Bones, is that it's like the value of the character is dictated off of how many properties he have. No, bro. No. Gifts is still punching in the clock, bro. That's all I gotta say. I would go off of that. I wouldn't even be concerned. I would assume that this person who's talking is making enough money where he ain't got a clock. It's just like put it all together. You know, it all kind of goes together. Okay, he's speaking against clocking in. He must be making enough money. He's living a lifestyle that he wants. What more is there to it? You know what I'm saying? You got to observe these things. See, a person can go like this all day. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. Person can talk. Talk is a penury. You know what I'm saying? It's about actions and what's going on and the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because a person can lie and say all type of things. Like I'm just being real. I'm being 100% real with you. I ain't clocked in since I clocked out 5-6 years ago, bro. That should tell you everything I know. Oh, 6 years ago now. Since I clocked out 6 years ago, I haven't clocked back in. I've been doing my lawn care business. Period. I make enough money. When I first started off, I was full. I was full. That takes a certain type of character to go ahead and get full and be like that, bro. I broke my body down to the lowest compound. I did all that. And I know how much money I need to make for me to suffice in my lifestyle. And that's that. But anyway, let's see what's going on. Let's see here. Still a guy, man. It's all good. Are you booked up? Okay. Oh, man, you know, man, come on, T-Bones. We just talking. Bro, you have a job. If something happens to you. Now, listen, I am about reality and truth. Still again, bro. Still again. Now, I like that right there. I don't have a job. Now, that's what people are saying. That's how y'all think of this. You have to, maybe the way you set your business up with your customers, you are their employee. I'm not an employee, bro. I don't fill out W-2s. I sell services. I don't sell time. I don't have a job. Okay, I'm just telling you how I see it. I don't see myself as having a job. If something happened to me, this whole situation will crumble. This is true. First thing first, I'm selling my home, point blank. All my bills is paid off. And I at least probably have about 40K after I'm done. So it'll take time to, just the selling of my home alone, I'll be set. I'm paying off all my bills. I have my truck, my car. I have things paid off and I'm good. I got to find an apartment. And then guess what? I'm doubling back because I feel like it's only the way of life for me to be an owner of a property. I'm just being real. I got to own a home because that's building equity. So yeah, that's true. But that's for everybody. That's the thing. Like if you go down, this whole thing go down. This is 100% true. I'm a solo operator. That's the way that's for everybody. Nobody's special. Nobody's special. I don't know what's everybody thinking. I have a business. I don't know what somebody talking about. I got a job, man. I don't know what that anyway. I heard that been going on. The first person I heard that was my dude, Johnny from Blaze Graph. Like, huh? He said, you got a job. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I take pride in having a business. Some people, and then I'll be messed up if I'm thinking that I got a job. I'm messed up. See, somebody, look, I'm being real. Anybody that's thinking that they still got a job after they don't have none, like I don't go punch in or don't clock in, I'm still thinking I got a job, man. I'll be screwed in my mind. Bro, this is the mind of a free man. I'm free. Bro, do you, okay. And that's the truth though. You telling the truth. If something happened to me, this whole system crumble. I got to sell my crib if something happened to me. I got my stuff written out for if something happened to me. So my wife already had know what to do, bro. Point blank. And let's see here. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. LOL. They aren't entrepreneurs. They are a liability to themselves, which is foolish, in my opinion. That's this is T-Bones. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. They aren't entrepreneurs. So entrepreneur, the definition of an entrepreneur. Let me see. So my understanding, an entrepreneur from the existence of what is being said on YouTube is an individual who starts businesses. He's not even selling services. He hire people in positions and things like that. You have to have capital to do that. It's already, I know the whole, bro, if I wanted to go deep diving in debt and make sure I gotta have everybody working, I can create these systems and businesses and all that stuff. I'm choosing for me, bro. I'm not concerned about, but you right. I can set myself up to be a rich man. Everybody can. I know the route. I'm not willing to be that. Not willing to go down that dark road. We already had that conversation, bro. It's not hard to do that, bro. That's not hard. This is what I'm choosing. Why are you selling yourself short? Am I really selling myself short? If you can do it, do it. Nah, bro. You can. So basically your business can operate while you're not there. Okay. Hire the help. They'll be stealing from you and everything else. Go ahead. Do that. Great. Hey, what's up, Gray? Can you talk bit softer, sir? My neighbors were sleeping. Your voice through the phone woke them up. I apologize. I used to live in an apartment, bro. I used to be pissy poor at the crib bored. Come on, bro. I used to be there, bro. I ain't pissy poor no more. Straight up. We got, what's this? It's super interesting to me how people come on this channel talking hard about their man's channel. It's kind of weird. Go to the person's channel and back in what that person has to say. Analytical pressure. What's up? Analytical? They can say what they want to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. That wolf behind you and stirring into my soul and making me uncomfortable. Get him. You gonna drown? Oh, Lord have mercy. 40K ain't nothing, bro. You gonna drown. He ain't talking about me. He talking about somebody else. That's what that one. 40K ain't nothing. It all depends on, hey, bro, it depends on who you are. See, listen, 40K to someone like me is a lot. I came from not having nothing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like you who obviously must have more than 40K right now is something. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting, like how this world works. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that we can all say what's something and what's nothing. It's about how are you living for real? What do you have for real? What are you doing for real? You know what I'm saying? We could do this all day. People do this all day and don't have nothing. I mean, don't have nothing, literally. And all they have is this. That's all they can do is this. So I'm just saying, like, let's be 100% real here, bro. Every last one of us could be homeless right now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as as every day, the value of the dollar goes down, bro. Ain't nothing about like I'm just being real. We all leaving. We leave this earth. We came in here with nothing. We leaving with nothing. Only the fool would think that, hey, I got something while they going into that dirt. They don't have crap. I promise you. That's some foolish stuff right there. Somebody that think they got something. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. If your business cannot run without your presence, you have a job. Falsified information. You still have a I have a business, not a job, bro. I had just ran that to you. Yeah. 40K can go a long way if used correctly. I agree. I got more than 40K, bro. That ain't nothing. Okay. And like I said, I told you I have 3 car washes. No, I thought you said several. You might want to double down on checking what you said, bro. You said several last time. So something. Now, see, when conflictual information gets to going, because it's in the comments, bro. Not this one, but the last one. You say you have several car washes. Now you brought it down to 3. So that's what I'm talking about, where people can say things and it don't be true. This right here, bro, this channel, this is a truth bearer right here. I don't tell no lies like a lot of other people. A man can fix their mouth to lie at all time, any given time. This that truth bearer, bro. Truth bearer, real talk. Okay, so we got now we come down to 3 car washes. No need, and all respect to you, my dude. I'm just telling you. 3 car washes, no need to lie. No need to lie. Been there, done that. Okay. 40K can purchase a rental property in many cities. See? Now somebody just said 40K can purchase a rental property in many cities. That's residual income just from someone purchasing that property. Now they got that income cash flow coming into them. So I'm just telling you, bro, things are in place. It don't matter. Like, I'm about living my life how I want to live it. If I had 3 car washes, ain't no way in the world I'm finna punch no clock, bro. And I got more than 40K? Are you serious? Talking about stashed away. I want you to think about the logics of what you're typing. Like serious. You don't have to type everything. Like, if it's true, I would stay away from it. Like, ain't nobody finna believe that, man. I'm just being real. That's what I'm saying, because true logical thought processors are always analyze things at an advanced thought process. You understand what I'm saying? So if you had 3 car washes, bro, there ain't no way. There's no way. What's your reason why you still punching in and clocking in? That's the question. Why are you doing that? That's the question of life now. Let's see here what we got. To say in these times 40,000 ain't nothing is ridiculous. Hey man, whoever this dude is want to brag and act above it all, man, be home. Okay, so hold on. Who is this? Realistic Thoughts. How do you mute this? I want him to keep talking, bro. Keep talking, because see, look, that's the realest thing that I heard. That's the realest thing. I ain't muting nobody. I'm just saying, real. Why you gotta be aiming directly at this individual? This my dude. This T-Bones. Cause what he's doing is actually exposing foolishness. You know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with ridiculousness. We all know he know $40,000 is a lot. A person that says 40,000 ain't a lot. One or two things. They either lying or they acting like somebody that ain't never had nothing. I've been somebody that ain't never had nothing. And I ain't never said nothing like that. I say something like, I'll tell you something like how I came from this to that. A lot of people don't even want to hear how you came from this to that. How am I able? This is the question. How am I able to not punch a clock? But somebody that's got the world in their hands, that's an owner and have multiple businesses, car washes, and other things possibly that's going on, but still punching the clock. Come on, y'all. Come on, bro. How is my lawn care business able to sustain me not to do? Okay, so let me tell you how. One, you want to make sure you lower your overhead to a point where your money that you brought in for the year will cover those months, bro. At any given time, something could happen to me, bro. I know that. That's life. That's called life. And things are things are designed the way they are to carry on for a split second. For a split second, I have to recover, rejuvenation. You know what I'm saying? And then you go back into it. That's all I can say about that, bro. But I'm clearly aware about that, bro. Clearly aware about that. That ain't nothing. T-Bones, I do have several. What? Hold on, now you playing. I just didn't okay, I believe that. How many? Several is, bro. Don't be goofy. Ooh, don't be goofy. All right, I'm just telling you how people will look. There's people in these comments that saying what you saying ain't making sense, bro. This ain't me. I'm just actually articulating my way through trying to break through the lies and deception, because people lie and deceive all day long. I'm just telling you right now. I used to walk through life thinking people was just as honest and tell the truth as me. A lot of people have shame inside and they feel like they want to be better than because they're not proud of who they are, or they're not accepting of their truth of what they how far they came in life or how far they, where they at. So they lie. I didn't even know that until recently when you just dropped a comment talking about you have several. Oh, several is 3 now. Okay, yeah. That, you see what I'm saying? I used to be like that, bro. This is old. This is goofy old. You get what I'm saying? This is old goofy information right here. Bro, talk your stuff. Talk your stuff, man. What we got here? So anyway, you might not listen, just being 100% real. You might want to go ahead and live this lifestyle. Come on, Shadow, get behind me. Get from behind me. Here, get in the chair. Get in the chair. Go ahead. Up. Good boy. You might be in a position where, hold on. Let me go back. Dog, I'm not like a lot of people, bro. When they was talking about you have to have, we've been presented at the job we was working at to get the jab, get that shot, or be fired. I didn't have nothing, and I still wasn't gonna get that shot, bro. So as I was in the middle of building my business. That's called faith and trust and confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's what I have. You get what I'm saying? So there are so many people that didn't got the shot. They fold under threats. They go through all kind of stuff, bro. I'm not that type of person. I'm not boasting and bragging. Though he who have gotten the shot must deal with their own consciousness behind that. It's not me. I'm not going to see, there's things that I'm not going to do where I'm going to be messed up like that, bro. That's just how that go. What we going on here? Okay, I see now. I can't be a part of the broke. I'm just voicing my opinion. I feel you, bro. When people don't come with honesty, see, nobody, it doesn't matter, bro. When people don't come with honesty, it just trips me out. I will back up and let this person live their faculties, fallacy. I'm high, not the fallacy. Realistic thoughts was cracking. Let them live. Yeah, it's okay. Live out your fallacy. The falsification information in the fallacy direction. Go ahead. Live in that lie. This is the broke channel. Yeah, this is the broke channel. I hear you. This is the broke channel. I ain't got to clock in, bro. I don't know what else to say, bro. Like, you understand how foolish this sounds? He's broke. He don't clock in. He got this, that, and everything. Okay. How in the world does that happen? I don't get it. Right. That don't make no sense. I would assume that somebody that's punching in the clock, I wouldn't call him broke. But I say, I understand your plight. Your plight. I understand you got to clock in, bro. You got to have somebody telling you what to do. I'm not that dude. I'm not built like that. What can I say? They don't get it. Who is that? At Cash, they don't get it. Come on in, Cash. Who is this? Cash. If all your equipment is paid for, there's no overhead. All clear profit. I agree. If all your equipment is paid for. Now, T-Bone, I don't want to let this be known. What's going on, Jeff? What's going on? What's cracking? It's going down in here today, man. You voice your opinion about what's going on. Hey, so right now the subject is, this is the broke channel. That's what I think I might change it to the broke channel, because T-Bones, my boy, T-Bones, I got to say boy, because that's my boy. He's saying that basically we not clocking in means we are broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Like that's just how his mind works. That's the way it works for him. When I say clocking in, I'm talking about going to work, going to clock in. I have no problem with people that clock in. I preach living free, period. Hands down, no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Now if your equipment is paid for, this man says, he said, if your equipment is paid for, everything's profit. So all my equipment is paid for except for my truck. Do you count the truck as an equipment? That's the thing. It is. I use it. My truck is like one with the equipment. I don't drive my truck unless I'm doing some work. It is a work truck. I have 3 years left before it's paid off. Point blank. I paid off my equipment cash, period. Just when I say cash, I'm talking about out of my bank account, period. It ain't got to be necessary greenbacks. So yeah, what can I say, bro? I'm in debt. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I told you where I came from. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I didn't sit down and learn this and learn that. I was one of those people that was scammed into going into debt. But when it came down to building my lawn care business, I was cashing out like this. Like that, get that on out the way. But as far as like, dude, are you looking at a dude that got a student loan, bro? Started going to school and like what? I don't know how old I was, but I was at a foolish age inside my brain. The stage of my brain was foolish. People just walking me up to this place saying, hey, you could get an extra 5,000 if you type in this right here. If you press that, like, oh, really? Yeah, you can have 5,000 cash, whatever you want to do with it. Like, are you serious? Yeah, boom. Every semester. Foolish. Didn't know not to do that. So yes. I've been foolish. Paying that off too right now as we speak. So I understand what you're saying. Like, seriously, everybody has been made. We're living in a scam land, the scan land. This is a scamming land. So I understand. But to say that you got 40K and you clocking in and you got 3 car washes is Down syndromeism. It makes absolutely no sense. You said last time that your car wash is bringing in 100K. Come on now, bro. This is the broke channel. Listen to the broke one. No, I can't keep on calling myself that because that's a lie. Father, forgive me for my sins. Have mercy upon my soul. Listen. For an individual to have 40K, he has $40,000 and he's clocking in. And then he's also going to what are you finna do? 40K clocking in and 40,000 ain't nothing. I don't know what to say, bro. You're on a whole nother level, and the person to think that you either never had nothing or you don't have nothing, bro. That's that don't have nothing kind of speech. What we got going on here, Jeff? If it's broke channel, I'm at the right place. Nah, now you lying, bro. I never said that. Cash, a truck. Yes, you did. You said you had 100K. I mean, you said that you bring in 100K after tax. See, I'm a man of memory. You got to understand it. My mind is a little bit deeper than the average person. I ain't gonna lie. I am. That's why when you said, what you said, Boaz, I'm like, Boaz sound familiar. I know. I just can't put because I'm in the middle of talking about Solomon and everything. Boaz, Ruth. Are you talking about? I said, who is Boaz? As soon as we got off, I said, who is Boaz in the Bible? I'm like, oh, okay. You talking about the book of Ruth? Yeah, I know Boaz. Boaz ain't have that no cash like didn't have that David's. I mean he didn't have Solomon's status, bro. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. He said, nah, y'all just think everyone is broke. I don't think everybody broke, bro. I think it's broke. Look. The ideal of what you saying is broke. The ideal is broke. So you working full time? Are you part time or full time, bro? Now that's the only information you have not unveiled. You said your CPA said that you are rich and you brought in 100K. He said you're rich, right? You know, I understand that language. No foolishness. I do understand. It's like, oh, you're rich, like because you're making more than your CPA. I guess that's why he'd say that. And you still clocking in. It's some information that ain't adding up, bro. Like, serious, 3 car wash. I thought when you said several, you got to understand the perception that you're giving to individuals that's going to cause them to think. You're guiding my thought processes to see a perception of this individual that's inside the comments as a man of many means. But now we're saying that this man of many means on a mandatory Monday must clock in. It don't add up, bro, because your time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone, you're out of there. So it don't make sense to go and give it to a company. The Bible even says that. You say I got to study my Bible. I got to get back in my Bible. The Bible says that. It's foolish to give your energy and your time to another man. All your energy and time is going to be going into another man's house. That's foolishness. Anyway, moving on. What we got here? About job, bro. Come on now. I apologize. I must be off, man. Now, yeah. Broke, that's funny. I don't think everybody broke. Bro, you be a goofy now. You wouldn't understand because you don't know anyone personally doing it, bro. Oh, gosh, this is crazy. It could be a confidence issue. The security of a job makes one feel secure. Okay, see, that's what that makes sense. Now, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now, look, the way you just had type your words, and this is what I am receiving from that information. You feel confident in security at a job, right? Who at any given time can let you go is madness. The reason why, let me tell you the reason why. Some companies close. People be placed in positions where there is issues that's going to transpire where you could be the best person there. The second that you could be the workhorse, the second you realize and try to voice your opinion about, hey, how come you got me doing this, but nobody else is doing that? Let me let him out right quick. Go ahead. You can get your butt fired, bro. So you feel he's basically saying that maybe that makes you feel confident. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But God gives me confidence. He makes me confident. You understand what I'm saying? I'm confident to a point that I don't go clock in. You understand what I'm saying? But yet you're saying that I'm broke. Your ideal of what broke is, you're going to have to display what it means to be broke, which will, I should tell you this just to help you. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you this to help you. If you choose to type, once you write your answer, what your ideal of being broke is, it's going to further expose the foolishness because you got to go past 40,000. You understand what I'm saying? Once you go past 40,000, like I'm not broke, I got more than 40,000. Now we're going into dark matter realms. Like, oh man, $100,000 means somebody's broke. Bro, if I have $100,000, bro, I ain't got to work ever again. I know that sounds crazy. It depends on who your mind is. Like when I say I ain't got to work ever again, that means I'm going to, let me take this out. Let me back it up. $100,000 for me don't mean I'm broke, bro. That's all I'm saying. That means that I got some money. That means I'm caked out. For some people, like I'm assuming you're trying to paint the perception that you have millions of dollars off of 3 car washes and you go punch in. I don't know. All I know is that for some people, $100,000 might not mean nothing, but I believe it does. Even to the rich man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. Yard Master, what's going on, bro? Yard Master in the building, bro. What's cracking? What's cracking? What's popping out here, bro? I made $60K a year at my last job, and that's nothing nowadays. Woo! Your master made $60,000 at his last year at his job, at his last job. Hold on. I made $60K a year at my last job, and that's nothing nowadays. See what I'm saying? It all depends on who who the money goes to. You know what I'm saying? 60K to me, that's beautiful. Nowadays, it's nothing to him. That's what I'm trying to say. It all depends on who it is. It all depends. Never put your faith and security in another man's hand. I agree. That's the whole point. When I put my faith and my security inside the city, bro, I work for the city. You know what I'm saying? I put my faith and security in it. They was talking about roll that arm up. Roll that arm up and get that thing inside you. Jab it on out. Don't worry about it. Like, nah, bro. No. So nah, bro. Just being 100% real. How long have I been on this joker? I need to know how long I've been here, because I was just supposed to be on here for an hour. Then I got to move on with life. Straight up. I got things to do. I got preparation to do. Let's see something right fast. Okay, I'm down to 4% on this phone. Oh, I've been here for an hour and 10 minutes. That's about it. Right there. Supposed to be on here for an hour. I got 4% left, y'all, then I'm gone. I'm enjoying these lives, man. Because and please know, I'm saying as a business owner, that's that beautiful, but not at a job. Look, bro. Look. The only thing that's really beautiful to me, because the conversation, Yard Master, we was talking about not having to punch in the clock. And this is me. I'm talking about not punching in no clock. The 400, like some people punch in the clock during December, January, and February, which I have no problem with that, bro. What I'm saying in so many words is that we are full-time line care providers. That 480 hours that they've spent punching in the clock, in addition, there's other hours where, I feel like it's better to just spend my time doing what I'm doing. Like, that's a lot of hours. You know what I'm saying? And the time it takes to get there, get ready, and all that type of stuff. It's a whole thing. So just watch it from the beginning. You'll get what I'm saying. But basically, my time ain't for sale. I don't sell time. I've learned the value of my time. I don't have that much time left on this earth that I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when the day may come. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that I'm not going to spend my time on somebody else's job, getting money for somebody else. I am a believer of getting the money for me, myself, and I for my household. Period. That's all I'm saying. Jeff said, was to hit the lottery today, I'd still be at work tomorrow because I enjoy what I do, but it would be a stress-free day. LOL. These are facts. Forget a clock. Right. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I appreciate it. But yeah, ain't no way. Ain't no way in the world, bro. Like Jeff had just said, these are facts, man. These are facts. Look, I understand, T-Bones, you have 3 car washes and you still punch in the clock, but that type of logic, bro, and calling people like me broke who don't work. I don't punch in no clock, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy work. You know, and I'm sure that people like me have their bills paid up. Like, I ain't got nothing to do until April. So I don't know what else to say. And even then, I got the April payment. I just can't make it right now because everything is paid up. You get what I'm saying? It's paid up. So I got to pay because they won't let me go further than that. So boom, when I pay that, boom, I'm paid. I don't owe nobody until May. Business start next week. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah. That's all I'm saying. Y'all, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Larry Johnson Jr. LJJ Line Care. We have done it again. We do our thing. We about being free. We're not about holding it, being held up to somebody else's standard and accountabilities. People run their mouth all day, but I like to watch the ones that don't go punching that clock and talk to me. I like to listen. My dad taught me a long time ago. He said, listen to the ones. If you want to be like somebody, listen to them. You get what I'm saying? If your thoughts align with them and you agree with them, listen to them, not to the one that's clocking in. I don't care if you clock in for a day. You need to clock out and never go back to that clock. Own your time, bro. You letting somebody else own your time. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy this segment. You know, It's time to get back to this money. It's time to get back to this paper. Man, much love to all y'all. I hope y'all get it going. A grown man shouldn't allow another to determine their value. Point freaking blank. Point blank. That's what I preach over here. Whatever you decide your value is, that's what it is. I'm not here to judge you, bro. I'm just here to do my thing. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute, bro. This is Larry, man, with LJJ Lawn Care. Make sure y'all tune in again. I got to start making some times. I got to set some time on when I'm going to be doing this, bro. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.